So I made a video earlier. I was talking about this guy, Chudthebuilder, that is notorious for, going around antagonizing black folks. And he only does this, from far as what I see, he only does this with black folks. He goes around armed, and that's the key word, armed. And this is what I've been saying. He goes around antagonizing black people, trying to get them into a situation where he could potentially use his firearm to kill somebody and then claim self-defense. Now, I've seen comments on that video and people were saying there's a thing called freedom of speech. This is what I said this in the video. I knew people was going to go in that video and start saying that this is what white supremacists do all the time. They justify bad behavior. Now, if you was to flip that, right? Now, this is the craziest thing. If you was to flip the roles, if that Chudthebuilder dude was black, and he was armed and he was going around doing that, people will be calling for his arrest. People will be saying that's not how you're supposed to conduct yourself when you have a firearm. You wouldn't hear the end of it. Me personally, I don't care what color you are. When you have a firearm and you have an obligation to not put yourself in situations where you could potentially harm somebody for no reason, that's not a life imminent threat situation, or where you can potentially get yourself harmed as well. That is not smart. That is not what you do when you own firearms, man. You're supposed to be more discreet. You know what I mean? Now, he goes around, he's bothering old, like, black women in supermarkets. When I seen that, I'm like, what is he doing? Why is he going in there bothering this lady? That's somebody's mother. Listen, man, we don't play about our mothers, man. I'm telling you now, that couldn't have been my mother. That could not have been my mother, bro. But what I noticed is he does this. He knows where to do these things at. He does these things where the threat is probably minimal, or he knows he's not going to he's not going to face a lot of resistance, or he know ain't nobody going to blow his fucking mata off. He know that. You know what I'm saying? But the defense of this man, it's his freedom of speech. He shouldn't be hurt for his freedom of speech. But y'all always leaving out y'all conveniently leave out what I'm really getting at here. You leaving out that sentence, that little sentence that he keeps saying. I got 18 rounds for you. And I'm just like, he's bringing up 18 rounds. Nobody's even talking about shooting this dude, and he's bringing up firearms. He's bringing up shooting somebody. We know what 18 rounds mean. And then I'm assuming it's either he has his gun is open carried, which is probably why nobody hooked off on him yet, or he's flashing his gun, which is brandishing. So don't tell me nothing about the law, because that's a law. You're not supposed to have a gun on you and flash it. That's brandishing. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to put your hand on the handle of the gun. Since y'all want to talk so much about the Second Amendment and have that apply to your man Chudthebuilder, because he is doing all kind of stuff to make the Second Amendment community look absolutely fucked up. All right. I saw it was a comment on the video, and dude was saying how you shouldn't be hurtful words. All right, meaning the N-word and all that other stuff, and I agree with that, right? I agree with that, but he took it to another level when he's talking about 18 round. When you start insinuating you got a gun on you and you talking that stuff, you bringing it to something else. You are potentially escalating it somewhere else, man. And since we were on the topic of nobody should be killed over their words, how come then you guys didn't have a problem with Daniel Penny killing Jordan Neely? Remember that? Remember Daniel Penny in New York? The dude that choked out the mentally disturbed guy, Jordan Neely, on the train. Remember that? People were saying that Jordan Neely was saying he was going to kill people. And then Daniel Penny just hops up, yokes him out. Everybody holding him down and everything. He had no weapon, no nothing, right? He just used his mouth, right? Like the same way Chudthebuilder is doing, right? Right? Now, Chudthebuilder, leading up to everything, he was perfectly fine, calling monkeys and chipping out and N-word, that's cool, bro. I don't have a problem with that. But then when you start talking about anything regarding a firearm, anything that could potentially harm somebody, I got 18 rounds for you, and that is bringing it. You looking to shoot somebody, bro. That's looking to get into a battle. That's what he's looking to do. Now, you telling me it was okay for Damian Penny to choke Jordan Neely because he said he was going to kill somebody? It was okay to kill him, but it wouldn't be okay for somebody, whether it was black, whoever, to fire on this dude for first coming up to them, calling them names, and then saying, I got 18 rounds for you, bro. How's somebody supposed to take that and they see a gun on this dude's waist, man? You tell me. All right, so y'all can miss me with that. The double standard is absolutely retarded with this shit, man. It's like every time a person of color does something, you can compare almost the same situations, right? They find a fault or something wrong with it every time, but then the same exact thing their people be doing, like they'll like totally like look the other way. Just like when when they keep saying about black folks, they don't comply. Whenever the cops beat them up or shoot them unarmed, whether they unarmed, whatever, you should have complied, this, that, and the third. But I've watched countless videos of white boys. I saw a video the other day. Dude pulled out an AR-15 on the police. They backed up. He's literally aiming it at him. Nobody got out the car and fired on him. No, nothing. Took him alive, bro. So I'm pretty sure they'll find an excuse for that. So that was compliance by pulling out an AR-15. The cops told him to get out the car and whatever. He got out, but he got out with his AR-15. Where's the compliance in that, man? So y'all can miss me with all that. Chudthebuilder he's flexing his First Amendment right. Hey, yo, listen. Flexing his First Amendment right is perfectly fine leading up to that gun talk shit. But understand, you want to flex your First Amendment right, that's going to lead to a motherfucker flexing their Second Amendment right. That's all I'm going to say. Let me know how you feel about it, man. You know what it is, Rebel Raw News. I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm off this.